Today we have the EvolPow Tank. All right, welcome back to another video. Today we have the EvolPow P3A Tank All-in-One Power Rack. These names. On sale for $800 currently. Is it worth your hard-earned money? Is it worth the space and real estate that it takes up in your garage gym? If you're looking for one of these cable integrated rack systems and you're looking at maybe Rep Fitness and all the stuff that they're coming out with, Rogue or Force USA or even Fringe Sports new release, if that's something that you have been eyeing for a while and considering, this might be a good place to start. At only $800, our expectations are not going to be that of a $5,000 piece of equipment. We will talk about the functionality. We will talk about all the different accessories and attachments that this comes with, some of my pros and cons, some places where I think this might be improved. Before we get started, this company sent me this piece of equipment free for a review just to help get the name out there and everything. With that being said, I'm going to give you my honest opinion because that's what matters more than getting a free piece of equipment. Do what you will with that. If you do like this content, please like and subscribe. There will be a link in the description to this website and this piece of equipment. Glad that's all out of the way. Jumping right into it. Getting into the dimensions, this is 68 inches in length, 84 inches in height. You have this 2x3 upright 4-post design. This is 14 gauge steel, which is appropriate for the price point. Pretty big footprint, especially coming from my minimal home gym setup that I had previously. If you're gonna get something like this, you have to understand that this is probably gonna be your focal point, something that you are working off of daily, utilizing for all its different functionality. Getting into the cables, this is a 2-to-1 cable system when pulled individually, 1-to-1 cable system when you pull them both at the same time. 20 different height adjustments for your cables, high pulley, low pulley, and everything in between. 180-degree swivel, which is nice because I have all this real estate to work off of going this direction in my garage gym. The trolley system with the loadable sleeves. I would load the sleeves equally on each side for the smoothest experience. I have tried loading up one side at a time and it just makes it a little bit more rough. Getting into the weight capacity for this thing, take this all with a grain of salt. If you're getting close to those capacities or those numbers, just be careful, I guess. The J-hooks, you got 1,000-pound weight capacity. The safety bars that it comes with are gonna be 700-pound weight capacity. 400 pounds for these dip attachments, and then 800 pounds for the cable. Again, be careful. Yeah, there's my disclaimer. One of the major perks to this, specifically the price point, what you get all these different accessories and attachments. I have some on the floor right in front of me. These are the safety bars, which are nice because you can also practice your baseball swing. Nice little rod. You got to slide them in and you got to slide them out every time you want to use them. You make this awful sound. Yeah. The handle sticks out when they are in there. I can't adjust my cable system up and down. Definitely going to keep you safe if you do choose to use them. They have this T-bar handle, so having this to go along with the landmine. It's also got this lat pull down bar. None of these like swivel. I like using this for low pulls or high pulls. You can do some good tricep work with this one. I don't really find the need to utilize the straight bar all that much. Wish it was just a longer bar, which had attachment ends on each side. Use the 1-to-1 to pressing movements or pulling movements with a full bar. It comes with band pegs if you have the bands to add and change up the resistance. It does come with these dip handles right here. Different handle grips if you wanted to go wider. A multi-grip pull-up bar, which I actually really like to change up the hand placement and whatnot. These handles, which I find myself utilizing the most. Also has a foot plate for when you are doing low rows. Weight horns to store your extra weight, and a bar holder. And even these little hooks if you wanted to hang some of your accessories. There is so many different aftermarket accessories and different attachments that you can get to add even more versatility to this machine. Forgot to mention the J-hooks that it comes with. I mean, it's a nice design, but I did find that I was getting caught on this lip when I was re-racking my squats. That happened to me like twice. So again, if you have the appropriate height adjustment on this, you shouldn't have that issue, I don't think. So $800 and you get all these different attachments. I really can't complain about that. All right, some things about this that I really like. Assembly was super easy. I used a pipe wrench and a couple other wrenches. If you had a ratchet set, obviously it would be even easier. Got like one bolt, one nut, and a whole bunch of washers. The pictures are pretty easy. I thought routing cables would be a little bit harder than it was. I had no problem at all. I did this all by myself. Something I noticed when I was putting this together, these pulley systems, something inside of them so the pulley spins around the protective plastic piece. And other budget options like this will spin directly around the bolt itself. Durability wise, these pulleys will hold up longer considering they're not spinning directly around the bolt. Decided to go with the blue paint job, which I really like. I think it makes it pop a little bit, which is nice. Getting into some things I've noticed while using it in the areas for improvement. Had this had aluminum pulleys, I think it would be a better user experience. Obviously, that would increase the price a little bit. Like I did mention, having that protective thing so it's not just spinning around the bolt is a nice feature. I think this cable design could be improved. I did have a little snafu myself, but the company reached out to me and said they were going to work on it. They were open for suggestions and fixing it. This design, the cable is just routed straight into this, and you use the Allen bolts to tighten it down. They were super helpful and told me they were going to work on maybe improving the design of that. For me personally, I think a more compact design, something that doesn't protrude out as much, that's just for me. Again, like I mentioned previously, having the large footprint is going to help with any stability issues. Getting something like this is probably going to be like one of your focal points of your gym, so the footprint shouldn't matter as much for you. I don't like the idea of grabbing my bar and finagling it into the rack to work inside of a rack. I would just have a 4-post design up against the wall and work outside of the rack. That's just me personally. Again, you might want the full cage design and work inside the rack. That being said, I have been able to do incline and pull my bench and bench from within the rack. The cable trolley system does not get in the way or stop you from doing any of that stuff. Stability wise, just durability wise, having an 11 gauge steel design, if you can keep the price point down a little bit, it could help stand apart from some of the other budget racks out there, because obviously this does have a little bit of movement to it. Spending the money to feel a little bit more secure and stable might be something to look into, or having that option anyway. Overall, the value on this, $800, getting all these attachments, getting a power rack where you can safely squat, bench, pull-ups, having the ability to do dips, all those staple exercises, along with the cable accessory work that you want to do for $800, all the attachments, landmine. I think this is a great value. You're paying under $1,000 for all this. You get it, you have some weight plates, you have a bar, and you could get right to work. That about wraps it up for me. There may be some things I missed, so if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to answer them directly. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.